Welcome to Blitz and Gloss, where football meets personality, the takes are unfiltered, and the drama is just part of the game. I'm talking football, culture, hot topics, and everything people are scared to say out loud. Because around here, I said what I said, and I'll say it again. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of Blitz and Gloss. Not too deep, just enough drama. Usually we're talking about the New York Giants. Normally we're talking about the NFL and everything, all of that. But today is going to be different. We're going to pull back the curtain and we're going to talk about the person behind the podcast, Blitz and Gloss. All right. So, my question is, why do people think that women don't know nothing about sports, specifically football? Because y'all think, oh, she's a girl, she don't know nothing. I know enough. I know enough. I've been doing this. I know enough. I know enough. Um, so, football is just not for the guys. It's not for the guys. There are plenty of women in football or that are into football that know what's going on. So, it's not gender specific, okay? Um, so we are going to talk about how I became a Giants fan, okay? So this is my football story. It was 2012. Okay, Super Bowl Sunday. Okay, and I'm gonna just preface this by saying, before I even discovered what football was, I was in the NBA heavy. To be honest with you, basketball was my first love. I was out there. Um, then it slowly transitioned to football. So my football story is, and how I became a Giants fan is, it was 2012 Super Bowl Sunday, and the Patriots was playing the New York Giants. Okay. Off rip, I have been watching a little bit of football here and there, watching the Steelers a little bit, watching whatever was on at the time. But it was Super Bowl Sunday. Giants were playing the Patriots, and I already did not like the Patriots. I just didn't like them at all. Mainly Tom Brady. I just didn't like him at all. Um, and you know how they be doing the stories of the players of oh, this is their journey, how they got here. Well, Victor Cruz popped up. Okay, something about his story was I like him. He's my favorite player. So it was who you rooting for? I'm oh, the Giants. Yeah, Victor Cruz, whatever. So after they won, I started researching. Mind you, I have a phone. Social media was starting off. I had none of that. I just had Facebook. Okay. Okay, let me say no lie. When the Giants won the Super Bowl that year, my Facebook paper, wallpaper, was the New York Giants championship ring for 2012. I was fully invested. Okay. I'm talking about invested. So Victor Cruz is the reason why I became a football fan and New York Giants fan. I just love everything about him. Okay. And then we fast forward into 2015, and Odell Beckham Jr. gets drafted. Okay. Now we had Victor, we had Eli, of course all of the Manning brothers and whatnot. O comes onto the scene. I'm that's our guy. He was out for some games, and then Vic got hurt. O comes in, and then we have this big roster of these athletes. I'm just yeah, this my team. I'm proud to be a New York Giants fan. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to be a fan. It got to the point where it was I know such and such by nicknames. Forget their name. I know them by their nicknames. That's how invested I was in the beginning. Still am. So when I reminisce on the seasons past, I'm man, that was a good year. It really was a good year. Um, my first football memory, I really don't have one. I guess you can say I don't really have one because I haven't been to a game. I have not been to an NFL game yet. I do plan on doing that this year, hopefully. Um, my favorite Giants memory, man, listen. Anytime they win, that's my favorite memory. But no, my favorite Giants memory for real, I gotta think, cause I can't even think of way back my favorite New York Giants memory. I really can't. each and every win, every time they get on the field, it's a memory in and of itself. So I really don't have like a favorite memory yet. Um, what was the question I got on here? Oh, why football stuck with me? Okay, so I just learned the ins and outs of it just by watching it. Okay, my cousins played football when they was in high school, they played football. Um so I would go to their football games. When I was in high school, I wanted to go to the football games for my school, but the girls that like I was friends with, they weren't really interested in it. And then the other group of girls that I was friends with, they just wanted to be there to look cute, and I wasn't there to look cute. I was there to watch the game. But it is what it is. Like it's always two sides of it. You got the girls that really want to watch the game, and then you got the girls that want to be cute. And what's the point? So it just kind of stuck with me. Like yeah, like that's I don't know. It's just something like I just know like you can't do that. Like that's unnecessary roughness. Like come on, man, throw the flag, like all that. It just stuck with me, just like basketball has stuck with me. It's still like even now, like the New York Knicks. Like let me tell you something. When I tell you, basketball was my first love, it was somewhere along the line. I was like, forget it. And the reason why is because they start trading players, and I was just like, I can't keep up no more. Like I can't, and whatever. But like now that like the New York Knicks and the Spurs are in the finals, something about the Knicks going to the finals and they haven't won a final game since like 1973. I feel like it's ignited something in me. So like I'm going back to that. And then on top of that, they from New York, and then I'm the New York Giants. So I'm just like New York on fire right now. So you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Um, Let me see. My question to y'all is like, what got you into football? Like, was it a player? Was it a team? Like, what was it specifically that was like, this is why I love football? Um, what else? What else I got here? What made you fall in love with the game? For me, what made me fall in love with the game was like the passion behind some of these players. Like a lot of players were playing this game not just for a check, but it was like their lifelong dream, and their dreams finally came true, and they was playing. It's like the feed off the energy, when that ball connect and they get to the end zone. The best feeling ever. When your team is on a roll, it's you just feel like you part of the team. And for me, I feel like sometimes I'm part of the team. Like if they doing bad, put me in. I'll put on some pads quick. Put me in the game. Okay. Um, Let me see what else. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Why the Giants? There's something about the blue. There's something about Big Blue. There's something about New York. I It's just like I said, the reason why it stuck with me. You got Victor Cruz, like wide receiver, the best wide receiver, number 80. Okay, and then you get the quarterback in there with it. Then you get your other players that you love so much, and you just make all the connections. It is what it is. Um, it honestly it's more than a sport for me. I feel like for me, like how people see celebrities and people that's famous, they be like, oh, like they freak out, they fan out. If I ever were to meet any of the players on the New York Giants team, I wouldn't fangirl out at all. Like I wouldn't do it. It wouldn't be like I just be like we homies, like we friends, like hey, what up? Like you know what I'm saying? Now if it was OBJ, still same thing. I wouldn't fangirl out because I'm not like that. I'm really not. Nah, like I would never fangirl out. Like I'll be excited inside, but it wouldn't show on the outside. I'd be super happy. I'd be super happy. You know what I'm saying? Um, Honestly, the New York Giants has become part of my identity. So like when it's football season, with my team playing, I talk a lot of ish on Facebook. I be quick with the posts, with the memes. It's yeah. So yeah, that's how I got into football. Why I became a Giants fan. And hopefully I can make memories. Like now, like I got adult money, I can go to the games. I feel like I go to the games, it's gonna be a different energy than watching it on TV. All right. So now I want to talk about being a woman in football spaces. Now you don't see a lot of girls or a woman in talking about football. You don't really see that many of them talking about it. Because they think it's a male sport. Like, no, like I know ball, like for real. Um, I've noticed a lot on TV that like there are a lot of like women in these spaces now. And to be honest, they know more than the guys. Hate to say it, we do things a little bit better. We ask the right questions post game. I just gotta brag a little bit. Um, you know how they be like, name 5 players? I can name you like 5 easily on the Giants and other players that are not playing with the Giants. Like, I'll do it right now on the Giants current roster and the other rosters that we've had. We had Landon Collins, um, Malik Neighbors, Odell Beckham Jr., Eli Manning, Victor Cruz, right there. 5 that are not in the Giants. T.J. Watt. Who else? AB Antonio Brown when he was good, because now he off the deep end. Tony Romo, Big Ben, the Steelers quarterback. Like I'm telling you right now, some of these players, I know them by their names. And then we got Juice Jarvis Landry. So like I can name more, but like, yeah, off rip, somebody would have asked me like just random, guys like, oh, name 5 NFL players, like, and what team they play for. I can do it. Okay. Um, I don't say I don't think I gotta like really prove my knowledge on the game because I know what I'm talking about. So I'm just like, don't ever come to me and be like you don't know, like leave me alone, okay? Um, so like, don't ever come up to me and be like, oh, you don't know ball. All right, all right. Don't let a game get real good because I'm talking my ish. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, memes, captions, everything. I get pretty disrespectful with it. So it is what it is. Right now, like my biggest like supporters, followers, whatnot, like my best friends. Like, like I have a friend, she a Cowboys fan, and I got a friend who a Raiders fan. Actually, her whole family Raiders fans. And we play the Raiders. I be talking my big mess. Okay, it'd be so funny when the Cowboys play. Oh, it'd be so funny. Matter of fact, my dad is a Cowboys fan. My brothers and sisters are Cowboys fan. I'm the only Giants fan. My auntie and uncle Cowboys fans. I'm a Cowboys. I'm a Giants fan. My cousin Broncos fan. I'm a Giants fan through and through. So like, yeah, it is what it is. I love seeing other women creators in these spaces. Um, Especially like this open back. I forgot her name, but this one girl, she had like been rocking with the New York Giants since God knows when. And then when O came, she has like, I love it. I just love it. And it's like a full circle for her. Um, what surprises me the most in like the NFL or football talk and the women is that, and not really much. It's just that I feel like I said, like women ask the right questions post game. Like we want to be nosy. We know the question. Whatever. Um. So like whatever. Um. All right. So one of my segments on here is why different voices matter. We can't all be male ego centered. I feel like the woman add a little flair to it. And you need different perspectives of like the game. It's not one size fit all. So like different people, different perspectives and whatnot. And everyone experiences fandoms differently. Like for me, I don't like the Eagles fandom. Y'all are a little bit too aggressive for me. Just saying. Um, the Cowboys, y'all a little too delusional for me. And the Commanders right now, y'all need to pipe it down. Just a tiny bit. Pipe it down. Because you're the Commanders. I feel like we don't know our spaces here. Um, all right, so like that's that. So moving to my next segment. Building Blitz and Gloss. So this podcast came about at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Everything put together 3 o'clock in the morning. Now last year, I dropped 2 episodes, fell off. I listen, but this year I feel like I'm doing better because I'm like sticking to a schedule and what I have to do. Okay. I started from scratch. Like I used to record, I would record on my phone. Record on my phone. Um, and then I didn't have no intro or outro, but now I have intro outro because I have more whatnot. So I record on my phone. First, it was like a little cheap little $5 mic that I got from Five and Below, and then I went to Best Buy and got a little mic, changed it drastically, and then now I have like a little clip-on mic. So yeah, it has improved a whole lot from the very first episode. Editing has changed. I now use a software for that. Um, and now I got video because before I didn't have video. I didn't have this background. None of that. I did create a website, and that was purely like I was going back to school, and I was doing like what I was learning. I was already doing it, so it was like that. Um, Learning posting on social media. Like I've had other Instagram pages. Like I had one where OBJ was popping. It was OBJ tweets. I had that was going on for a minute. So like yeah, I've ran other social media pages for other people before. So like yeah, like I had some knowledge of it. Editing and stuff, I've done that before on the low, like with graphics and stuff and videos. So like this ain't nothing new to me. I'm just always learning. Like the first time you do it, it's like okay, like with the training wheels on, and then as you keep doing it and doing it, you get better at it. And I see myself doing that. There's not no fancy smegler degler. Like I'm telling you right now, these videos of me talking don't get edited that much. I'm just saying it's a work in progress. Okay, so you might see me rambling. I don't cut it out. I just feel like that's unique, but it is what it is. Whatever. Um, the hardest thing has been finding a software for me to use to record and edit, and I feel like I've done that because it's kind of hard to do it on a podcast level because a lot of people just sit up a mic and talk. But I want to like, I got YouTube, like so, you know. Yeah, the hardest part is editing because when I first started editing, I was getting frustrated because I couldn't do this and that like what I was used to, and then it just took me a while to keep doing it and doing it. And then I got used to it, and it made it easier. I feel like the most rewarding part of this is seeing the progress of it and it slowly grow, and whatnot. I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot, especially with like using social media, attention grabbers. What I do love about the software that I use to record, um, is I can grab clips and post them, and it's pretty cool. Um, Looking ahead, I do want to grow this podcast. Have people come on and talk like family, friends, just people who want to come on like to talk about football, teams, whatnot. Just a little friendly banter. Want to be a part of the like community of the women that are doing football. Like there's one girl on Instagram who explains football for girls. Like she helps the girlies out a lot, and we appreciate it. Um, I do want to make it to where like I go to a game and I'm on the field and I get like exclusives and like I can post them. Um, it's always gonna be Giants content. Always like you're gonna get tired of me, and whatnot. And so I want Blitz and Gloss like from a year from now, like literally from last year to now, it has grown a lot because I rebranded everything. But like next year, I want it to be bigger than what it is this year. So that is kind of like where I see myself. And like that's how Blitz and Gloss got started. That's why I love the Giants. That's why I go so hard for New York. Period. I think I just love the energy in New York. Like I feel like the day I touch down in New York and I go to a New York game, it's over. Like it's over. Like it's done. Like y'all gonna get tired of me. Okay. All right. So that's been episode 5 of Blitz and Gloss. Not too deep, just enough drama. And the question that I want to post to y'all in the comments or wherever, let me know what got you into football. Okay. Um, or have you felt like underestimated because of who you are? Because like whatever, like they don't know what they're doing. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Blitz and Gloss. You can go to the website blitzandgloss.com. Click the link to listen on Apple, Spotify, and watch on YouTube. New episodes drop every Friday at 5 p.m. I try to stick to that. Sometimes I get behind, but I try to keep y'all updated. And then just join the conversation. I do have like an email thing on there. Join the huddle for updates. And, like I said, this episode was a little different, but I just wanted to, not explain, but I wanted y'all to get to know the person behind the mic. Because, I be on here talking and y'all don't even know, like who is her? Who is she? What she do? Like, why is she always talking about the Giants? Well, now you know. All right. So go ahead, subscribe to YouTube, follow Instagram, click the link for the website. I may or may not have merch coming out, but you got to go to the website. You got to go to the website to see that. So this, like I said, this has been your host, Grace. I think I've got it. Yeah, Grace with Blitz and Gloss. That's a wrap on another episode of Blitz and Gloss, where the football comes with personality, the takes stay unfiltered, and the drama, yeah, there's always a little drama. Thanks for tuning in, rocking with me, and keeping up with the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and tap back in for the next episode. Because one thing about me, I said what I said, and I'll say it again. See y'all next time.